All right, today we're going to break down something you've probably heard of, but maybe don't really get: Roblox. And let's be clear, if you're still thinking of this as just a kid's game, you're missing the picture. This is a global phenomenon that is quietly reshaping how an entire generation thinks about entertainment, money, and just hanging out.
Let's just start with a number, because this one is kind of hard to even wrap your head around. In June of 2025, a single game or experience on Roblox hit 21.6 million people playing it at the exact same time. I mean, to put that in perspective for you, that's a world record. That is literally more people than live in the entire state of Florida, all together in the same virtual space at the same moment. Wild.
Now, here's the kicker. That game, it wasn't some billion-dollar blockbuster from a huge studio. Nope, it was a pretty simple farming simulator called Grow a Garden, and it was built by a teenager. So, how on earth is that even possible?
Okay, let's really dive in here, because Grow a Garden is just one tiny corner of what is basically a digital nation, one with a population that makes most actual countries look small.
The scale we're talking about here is just immense. With 380 million people logging in every month, Roblox isn't just big, it's nearly 3 times bigger than Steam, the undisputed king of PC gaming.
And check this out. In the last few years, the platform hasn't just grown, it has absolutely exploded. The number of people logging in every single day has more than tripled in just 5 years, blowing past 111 million daily users.
And no, this isn't just an American thing. It is completely global. The vast majority of its players, we're talking over 80%, are from outside of North America. This is a legitimate worldwide community.
So the big question is, how does a platform this massive keep hundreds of millions of people coming back day after day? Well, the secret sauce is its absolutely revolutionary creator-driven economy.
See, unlike a normal video game, most of these 6.7 million experiences on Roblox aren't made by the company. They're built by its own users. They use this incredibly powerful and totally free tool called Roblox Studio, which basically turns players into developers.
And this is the genius part. It's this simple but brilliant loop. Creators build stuff, players spend the virtual currency Robux on that stuff, and then, this is the key, creators can cash out that Robux for actual real-world money.
And we are not talking about a little pocket change. In 2024 alone, Roblox paid out over $923 million to its developers. That is nearly $1 billion going straight into the pockets of the people building on the platform.
This system is literally turning teenagers into millionaires. You know that record-breaking farming game? Built by a 16-year-old. Another game, created by a 19-year-old, was sold for over $3 million. I mean, think about that. We're seeing kids become full-on digital entrepreneurs before they're even old enough to vote.
Okay, but supporting a universe this big, this dynamic, that's a massive technical problem. When millions of players can suddenly decide to jump into the same game at the same time, how does the whole thing not just collapse?
Yeah, the engineering challenge here is like nothing else. They have to support what they call thundering herds. Millions of people stampeding into a single user-made game, often without any warning. This isn't like streaming a movie to everyone. It's millions of live, interactive connections inside a world that might have just been invented an hour ago.
And the way they handle this chaos is it's mind-bending. To find the perfect server for every single person in that thundering herd, their system runs 4 billion matchmaking evaluations every single second. It's this insane constant balancing act running across 24 data centers around the world, all just to keep this universe online.
So, where does a platform this powerful go from here? Well, Roblox isn't just satisfied with being a game. The ambition is way bigger, to become a core part of our digital lives.
This quote from the CEO really says it all. He doesn't see his creation as just an entertainment product. He sees it as a social utility, a platform for connection, a place designed to actually combat loneliness.
And they're not just talking about it, they are actively building that future. They're making social hubs for virtual dating, they're staging live concerts, hosting fashion shows. It's all about becoming a third place in our lives. Not home, not work, but a digital space where your social life actually happens. And with new AI tools on the way, it's getting even easier for anyone to build and live in these new realities. So look, here's what you should really take away from all this. Whether you're a gamer, a parent, or you just follow tech, Roblox is something you can't afford to ignore anymore. It's grown far beyond being a simple game and has become a massive, self-sustaining digital nation and a foundational social network for an entire generation.
And that kind of leaves us with this one last thought to chew on. As millions of people are building careers, making real friends, and living out huge parts of their lives inside this platform, where exactly does the virtual world end and the real one even begin?